We were ushered into the lecture hall. I was totally lost. It was like a drop of water in a big ocean. Where do I start from? I changed seats about 3 times and no angle suited me. I didn't feel connected to the lecturer. Everything seemed so rowdy, the noise, and then just the largeness didn't make sense for concentration. If it was for relaxation, fine. But that I'll need to take notes, I need to listen to what the lecturer is saying, I was not comfortable. A guy was by my side and he noticed that I was a bit fidgety. I haven't changed seat 3 times. And he asked that, did I want to try another place for lecture? I said, oh, fine, yeah, because I'm not comfortable. I said he wasn't comfortable too. So he took me to the TV room called the House of Commons. I don't know how many of you knew that. The classroom sitting thing, it was all on the same level, and the big board. And then I saw all these big babas, elderly looking people, and mostly guys. I was not comfortable. I'm sure he picked that up again and he said, there's yet another place. Do we try the House of Commons? House of Lords, House of the Lords. I said, okay, which one is that? Let's go. And then we got there. That was a theater, a smaller place, you know, under 100 people, about 8 seats on a row, if I recall. Anyway, I found the guy and I didn't even find a seat to sit together, but it was just that we were both comfortable there. He found a place high up. I found a seat in front, I think the 3rd row, and I was the third seat. 2 guys, and then the empty seat, about 4 guys, and then a lady had the extreme end. And so we began. This is good, getting to know my neighbors. One is Hausa, one is Igbo. I said, beautiful, this is Wazobia. You will teach me your languages, I'll teach you mine. And so I asked the Igbo chap, could you tell me how to say excuse me? Because if I needed to get up, I would need to get him to get up so I could get out of my seat. You know, and then he told me to say excuse me in Igbo, you say Aharom Ganaya. I was so glad to learn something new. I wrote it down in the way I could pronounce it. I memorized it. And then the next day I was ready to practice what I had been taught. So after saying Kedu to him, I sat down and I said, I wanted to enter and I said, Aharonganaya. And I said, oh, thank you very much. And I love you too. And I was like, excuse me, having to do with I love you too. And then the whole class clapped and they were happy like, oh, a big proposal in the air. And I just quickly turned everything to fun that, yeah, I don't know what's happening here, you know. Luckily in Ife, maybe some of you didn't know, the 4 years there, I was in the ECU drama unit. So I turned it to drama with Kole Shodipo. We used to act dramas together, you know. And then I found my way. I told the class that all I asked them for how to say excuse me in Igbo, and he told me to say excuse me, you say Aharam Ganaya. So they all got the joke and we all laughed, and it was quite hilarious that day. God bless you all. Let's continue with the fun.